Thane stood at the center of the arena, boots sinking into crimson sand. Above him rose the silver towers of the Vakar Empire, gleaming like knives under the bright sun. Thousands of alien spectators filled the stands, chanting in a rhythmic roar that shook the ground. He tried not to look up at the Empress on her high platform. Her gaze alone felt like a blade against the back of his neck. He kept his eyes on the massive gate before him, waiting for the creature he never imagined he would face again. He had never planned to be a soldier, not even a captive one. Before the war, he fixed tractors in a desert town no one cared about. Then the Vakar came, brighter and crueler than any story humans had ever told. He ended up here, a human slave forced to fight for alien entertainment. Survival had become his only job. The chains rattled. The gate groaned. Thane braced himself as a hulking shape stepped forward. His heart stumbled inside his chest. He recognized the silhouette instantly. 4 legs thick as tree trunks, spiked ridges running along a broad back, a tail heavy enough to shatter bone. His voice broke into a whisper. "Kor." The beast lifted his head. Its golden eyes focused and widened, recognition glowing in them like 2 suns. A rumble of confusion rolled from its chest. The crowd cheered louder, thinking it was a threat. They knew nothing. Kor had been a half-dead pup when Thane found him in the slave kennels. Humans were allowed small companions to keep morale from collapsing completely. Thane chose the weakest creature in the corner, bones too visible beneath patchy fur. Everyone mocked him. They said the pup would die within days. They said humans were sentimental idiots who did not understand strength. They were wrong. Every night, after long shifts repairing alien war machines, Thane snuck scraps of food and whispered comfort to Kor. The pup learned trust first, strength second. Years passed inside cages and workshops and transport ships. Kor did not just grow. He evolved. Muscles rippled where bones once showed. His fangs gleamed like polished metal. He learned the sound of Thane's voice before anything else. They survived because they survived together. Now the Empire wanted that bond broken. A booming voice amplified across the arena. "By order of Empress Vara, the human will kill the beast he raised. The test of loyalty will be absolute." Thane felt the weight of thousands of eyes. He did not reach for the plasma blade provided. He did not move at all. His breath felt like broken glass in his throat. Kor stepped closer, confused, head lowered to sniff the air around his old friend. A low whine vibrated the ground beneath Thane's feet. "No," Thane murmured. "I will not hurt you." The Empress stood. Her armor reflected sunlight in blinding flashes. Her voice carried a cold certainty. "The beast must die." Thane looked up at her, finally letting the anger he had swallowed for so long rise to the surface. "He is no beast." His voice echoed through the roaring stadium. "He is better than any of you." Gasps spread like fire. Guards shifted their weapons. The Empress tilted her head, amused rather than threatened. "You speak boldly for a creature that belongs to us. Nay, he does not belong to you." "He never did." Kor growled now, but not at Thane. His eyes locked onto the Empress's platform. Spines bristled along his back. The crowd sensed danger, and their cheers shifted into restless panic. The Empress raised her hand. "Kill him!" The gates surrounding the arena opened. Dozens of armored enforcers poured out with electrified spears and heavy rifles. Their strategy was obvious. If Thane would not kill Kor, they would kill both. Thane shoved his hand against Kor's chest. "Run, please!" He tried to push the giant creature away. It was hopeless. Kor would never abandon him. The first enforcer lunged. Thane dodged out of instinct and grabbed the spear shaft. His strength meant nothing against a trained alien soldier, yet he swung with a surge of adrenaline. The spear cracked against an enforcer's visor. They dropped, twitching. Kor saw the danger and the decision was made. He roared, unleashing a thunderous sound that rattled the arena walls. The shockwave knocked soldiers off their feet. Claws slashed. Fangs snapped metal like brittle bone. The ground shook as Kor charged through them, clearing a space around Thane with terrifying speed. Thane scrambled onto Kor's back like he had years ago, though he had never ridden him into real battle. The beast lifted him high, a living fortress under his legs. Thane felt power beyond anything he had ever known. The Empress stared down with regal fury. "Kill the human! Kill the beast! End this!" Thane pointed toward the sky. "Kor, go!" Kor knew. He always knew. The giant wolf leapt, claws carving into the arena wall. Soldiers fired. Energy bolts hissed past them, scorching stone. Kor bounded upward again, tail smashing aside a gun turret. Another leap. Sunlight blasted into Thane's eyes as they climbed the final ledge and vaulted onto the palace roof. Sirens howled. Alarms blared. The entire empire realized its mistake at once. They had raised a legend. Thane pressed his forehead to Kor's fur. "Thank you. I am sorry they made us wait so long to fight back." Kor rumbled gently, a sound of trust stronger than any chain. Thane looked out over the sprawling city of silver and steel. For years he had been small, unseen, powerless. Not anymore. He took a deep breath that no prison could ever steal again. "Let's show them what loyalty looks like." Guards swarmed toward the rooftop, weapons ready, hearts full of fear. Thane tightened his grip. Together. Kor roared so loud the sky seemed to tremble. No one would ever command them again.